You want to know why you're still stuck? Why you're still floundering in the quicksand of mediocrity? You've bought into the lie. You've wrapped yourself in the comforting blanket of excuses, pretending that tomorrow is the day you'll change. But let me tell you something. Tomorrow doesn't exist. Right now, in this very moment, there are 100 others out there who are already moving. While you sit and watch your life slip through your fingers, someone else is taking action. Someone else is taking what you claim to want, and you're watching them do it. They didn't need a psychologist to analyze their compatibility with success. They didn't need a damn therapist to sit there and tell them how to deal with their doubts and fears. They just started. And you didn't. You're still sitting there thinking, I need to be perfect first. No, perfection doesn't exist. You know it. You felt that itch in your gut, the one that tells you that you could be more, that you should be more, but you shut it down with excuses. I don't have the time. I'm not good enough. Maybe it's just not my path. No, you don't need to be perfect. You need to stop being weak. You think you're waiting for the stars to align, for the moment when everything falls into place, when the universe gives you a sign. Here's the sign, it's already too late. Every second you waste is another nail in the coffin of your potential. And I don't care how many feel-good Instagram posts you scroll through or how many motivational speeches you listen to. That shit won't save you. You want a psychologist to tell you what's wrong with you? Let me tell you, it's your weakness. You're too soft. You've been coddled by life, wrapped in a bubble of comfort, afraid to get your hands dirty. And the worst part? You've convinced yourself that you're okay. You're not okay. You're stagnating. You're dying a slow death of comfort. They paid a psychologist to analyze your compatibility. God shattered them. They didn't need a PhD to tell them what's wrong with you. You're scared. You're scared to push, scared to fight. You're terrified of rejection, failure, and success. You want to hide behind your excuses and wait for the perfect moment, but there is no perfect moment. It never comes. Here's the cold, hard truth. You're not going to get what you want by sitting there and pretending that life will hand it to you on a silver platter. You have to take it by force. You've been fed the lie that success is for the chosen ones, that only certain people can achieve greatness. Well, I've got news for you. That's bullshit. That's the lie that's been spoon-fed to you by weak people who want you to stay right where you are, so they don't feel as bad about their own failures. But that's not your reality. You can choose to break free from this trap. You can take everything you've been told and shove it down their throats. If you're still waiting for the right time, let me ask you this. How many people who've done anything worth remembering waited for the right time? They didn't. They jumped, they crashed, and they fought their way back up every damn time. That's the difference. They made the decision to stop making excuses and start taking risks. It's time for you to do the same. You think you need a plan, a roadmap, a psychologist to tell you how you fit into this world? Forget it. You don't need a plan. You need guts. You need the raw, unfiltered will to grab life by the throat and make it give you what you deserve. No more waiting for the right moment. The only moment you have is now. So stop sitting there and pretending like you're doing the work. Stop hiding behind your comfort zone. Because in this battle for your future, weakness is the enemy. And right now you're losing. Wake up, rise up, it's time to fight. Let me hit you with some truth. The lie you've been telling yourself for years. the one that keeps you comfortable, keeps you stuck, and keeps you weak. It's this: I just need more time. That's the bullshit you've been swallowing whole. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll start next week, once I figure things out. Once I have more experience, once I'm ready. Let me tell you something. You'll never be ready. You'll never have more time. You'll never have the perfect set of circumstances that will just magically line up and make your journey easy. That's a fantasy, a fairy tale. And here's the kicker. You know it. Deep down, you know it. But you cling to the lie because it feels safer. It's easier to think that you need to prepare than to just act. So you spend your days in a cycle of procrastination, convincing yourself that you're getting ready for something great, while in reality, you're just stalling. You're waiting for permission to live. You're waiting for someone, anyone, to tell you that you're worthy enough, capable enough, prepared enough. Here's the raw truth. You don't need anyone's permission. You don't need to wait for a perfect moment. And you sure as hell don't need more time. What you need is to stop making excuses and start taking the damn shots. Let me break this down for you. You tell yourself, I'll do it once I have more money. I'll do it once I have a better job. Once I have the right connections. How many times have you told yourself this lie? How many more years are you going to waste waiting for the perfect job, the perfect opportunity, the perfect set of conditions that will suddenly make you capable? Guess what? That moment will never come. It's a trap. Life doesn't wait for you to feel ready. It doesn't care if you have everything in place. Life will slap you in the face and make you face the chaos, the uncertainty, the struggle. You are not going to be ready. And that's exactly why you have to start now. You have to fight without preparation. You have to fight with what you have. The idea that you need more time is a mental cage, a prison you've built around yourself. And you're the only one with the key. You've been telling yourself for years that once I have everything lined up, then I'll do it. But you know what? The perfect time doesn't exist. There's only now. There's only action. You can't sit on the sidelines waiting for everything to align. Life doesn't hand you that kind of luxury. What's the point of waiting for the right moment when all you're doing is wasting the only thing you can never get back? Time. Every single second you're sitting there twiddling your thumbs and wondering if you're ready, someone else is out there getting closer to what you claim you want. Someone else is taking action, taking risks, and yes, failing, but they're failing forward. They're learning, growing, and adapting while you're sitting in your comfort zone, playing the role of the future you. How long are you going to stay in that illusion? How long are you going to tell yourself that one day will be your moment? Let me give it to you straight. That day is never coming. It's all a lie. You've been sold this idea that you can sit back and wait for everything to fall into place, that things will get easier when you have more time, more money, more connections. But every day you waste is another inch you're falling behind. Every hour you spend daydreaming about what could be is another hour you'll never get back. You've convinced yourself that you need the stars to align, and it's paralyzing you. Look at yourself in the mirror. You think time is your enemy? No. Your excuses are your enemy. Your inaction is your enemy. The longer you sit there, the more powerful the lies become. I'm not good enough yet. I don't know enough. I'm not ready for this. It's time to tear those lies apart. You're not going to get ready. You're never going to be good enough. By your standards, that's the trap of perfectionism. You'll always find an excuse to hold back. And that's why you need to break free from it now. You've been feeding yourself the lie that success is some kind of exclusive club that you don't belong in. Other people have it easier. They were born into the right family. They have the right connections. Bullshit. Do you know what they have that you don't? They have the courage to take action. They don't wait for some cosmic sign. They don't wait for the perfect time. They see the opportunity, they go after it, and they make it work. No one starts at the top. No one is handed a blueprint for success. Everyone faces doubt, fear, and failure. The difference is, they move forward despite it. They understand that action is the antidote to fear. And right now you're still letting fear control your every decision. If you keep waiting for everything to align, if you keep waiting for the perfect moment, you're just going to waste your life. There's no guarantee of tomorrow. There's no promise of a better opportunity down the road. The world doesn't give you another shot. It will chew you up and spit you out without hesitation. The lie that you need more time has been keeping you from moving. It's been keeping you from the very thing you claim you want. And deep down you know it. You're tired of hearing yourself say tomorrow. You're tired of feeling like you're not good enough. Well, it's time to stop listening to that weak, cowardly voice. You don't need more time. You need action. It's time to wake up. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the world to hand you what you think you deserve. Take it. You want success? You want power? You want freedom? You want all of it? Then stop believing the lie. Stop waiting for everything to line up. Get your hands dirty. Get your soul bruised, battered, and broken. Because that's how you win. That's how you earn the right to succeed. Now let's see if you can stop lying to yourself long enough to do something about it. Enough with the lies. Enough with the delusions. Let's get something straight right now. The truth hurts. But the truth is the only thing that will set you free. It's the only weapon you have that can break the chains holding you in place. So listen up. This is where we strip away the fluff, the nonsense, and get to the core of it all. You're not special. I don't care about your excuses. I don't care about your circumstances. I don't care about your sob story. You've spent too much time convincing yourself that you're somehow different, that your situation is the reason you're stuck. And here's the truth. You're not stuck because of your circumstances. You're stuck because you choose to be. You think the world owes you something, don't you? You've been taught that if you work hard enough, if you try hard enough, you'll get everything you want. Let me tell you, life doesn't work like that. Life doesn't owe you shit. The world doesn't care that you're working on it. The world doesn't give a damn about your effort if your results don't show for it. What have you accomplished so far? Nothing significant. And don't pull that, I'm still trying crap. You're not trying hard enough. You're comfortable. You're moving at a pace that's safe, predictable, and pathetic. You've convinced yourself that effort is enough. But effort without action is useless. And your excuses are nothing more than the crutches you lean on to justify your failure. Let me ask you, how many times have you failed and walked away instead of fighting harder? How many times have you faced a setback and told yourself, maybe I'm not cut out for this? You're not failing because you don't have what it takes. You're failing because you haven't been willing to face the pain that comes with growth. You haven't been willing to pay the price of transformation. Here's the hard pill to swallow. Success doesn't care about your feelings. Success doesn't care that you had a rough childhood, that you've been through pain, that you've been told you weren't good enough. Success only cares about one thing: what you do about it. You want to get to the top? Fine, but understand this. It's going to hurt. It's going to tear you apart. It's going to challenge every single ounce of willpower you have. You're going to bleed. You're going to burn. And you'll wish you'd never started, but that's the point. There is no success without suffering. There is no greatness without grinding through pain and uncertainty. You've been told that success should be comfortable, that it should come with ease if you're good enough. That's the lie. The truth is, every single successful person you've ever looked up to has been through hell and back. They've faced rejection, they've been crushed, they've wanted to quit. And you know what they did? They fought through it. They didn't sit there wondering if they were good enough. They didn't spend their time waiting for life to hand them a break. They got to work. They took the punches. They absorbed the blows. And they kept going. And that's exactly what you have to do. You think success is some kind of magical, fairy tale destination. But the truth is, success is a war. A war you wage against yourself. A war against your own doubts, your own weakness, your own comfort. Every day you don't take action, you're losing that battle. Every day you sit in your comfort zone, letting fear control you, you're surrendering. Let me get this clear for you. You're in a war against your own mediocrity, your own self-sabotage. You're the one holding you back. It's not your boss. It's not the economy. It's not the government. It's you. You've been your own enemy this whole time. And until you face that fact, until you stop pointing fingers at everyone else and start pointing them at yourself, nothing is going to change. You want to talk about what you deserve? You think you deserve success because you've been working hard? Here's the truth. Deserve has nothing to do with it. What you deserve is irrelevant. What matters is what you're willing to fight for. What are you willing to sacrifice to get what you claim you want? What are you willing to endure to make your dreams a reality? Because let me tell you something. If you think you deserve success just by showing up, you're wrong. You have to earn it. Every damn second of it. And no, it's not going to be pretty. No one is handing you anything. Success is a cold-hearted beast. And if you want to tame it, you'd better be ready to fight until your hands are raw and bloody. There's no room for softness here. There's no place for you to hide behind your feelings or excuses. It's you versus the world, and you're the only one who can get in the fight. It's time to stop sugarcoating it. This is war. The world doesn't care about your fears, your doubts, or your insecurities. It doesn't care that you've been knocked down before. All it cares about is who stands tall at the end of the day. The world will chew you up, grind you down, and spit you out. The only thing that matters is whether you get back up. You need to face the truth. You're not going to succeed by playing nice. You're not going to win by being cautious or by hoping that things will get better. You're going to win by getting in the trenches, by facing the harsh realities of this fight, and by refusing to back down when it gets tough. This isn't a game. This isn't some feel-good journey where you make friends and share inspirational quotes. This is a blood and sweat, no-holds-barred battle for your future. And if you're not willing to get ruthless, to fight with everything you've got, then you're going to lose. It's that simple. The raw truth is, that you're the only thing standing between you and the life you want. The only thing that's holding you back is you. So stop pretending like you need more time. Stop waiting for the perfect opportunity. There is no such thing. The time is now. The fight starts now. And if you're not willing to fight, then get the hell out of the way. Because this battle is only for those who are willing to do whatever it takes to win. Here's where it gets brutal. Here's where the truth really hits. You've heard it all before, but you've been ignoring it. The consequences of your weakness, your cowardice, your lack of action, your refusal to push past your own limits, are far more severe than you want to believe. You think you're safe. You think that staying in your comfort zone, sticking to what you know, is somehow going to protect you. You think that if you keep avoiding the fight, if you keep playing it safe, nothing bad is going to happen. Let me make it clear for you. Staying comfortable is the most dangerous thing you can do. You're not being safe, you're being weak. And that weakness is costing you more than you realize. Every single day you waste, every single moment you spend avoiding the hard work. Every time you tell yourself that tomorrow will be better, you are giving up a part of your soul. You're trading your potential for comfort. And comfort is a lie. Comfort is the death of greatness. Look around. How many people do you know that have given up on their dreams because they were too afraid of the pain? Too afraid of failure? Too afraid of taking that first step? That's the path of weakness. That's the path you're on if you don't get your shit together. But here's the real horror. You're not going to wake up one day and magically find the willpower to change. You're not going to just suddenly find the courage to face your fears and get started. No, what happens instead is this. You start to rot. That's right. Every time you put off your goals, every time you allow yourself to stay in your comfort zone, you're dying a little inside. You're wasting your potential. You're wasting your life. And I'm not talking about some abstract idea of wasting time. No, I'm talking about the fact that your potential is like a living, breathing organism. When you don't feed it, when you don't challenge it, when you don't work it, it begins to wither. It decays. You're letting it happen right now. Slowly, quietly, you're rotting from the inside out. Your dreams are dying. Your future is slipping through your fingers. You might not see it yet, but it's happening. You're choosing comfort, and comfort is the killer of dreams. What happens when you let your dreams die? What happens when you decide that your future doesn't matter enough to fight for it? You settle. You accept mediocrity. You become like every other weak, broken person who doesn't have the balls to chase after what they want. You become just another face in the crowd, invisible, forgotten. No one remembers the people who played it safe. No one remembers the people who decided that their dreams weren't worth the fight. Those people are the ones who vanish, unnoticed, and unremarkable. You want to be one of those people? You want to die an invisible death, forgotten before you ever even mattered? That's what's going to happen if you keep avoiding the hard work, if you keep avoiding the struggle. You'll fade into oblivion. The world will forget you. And what about the people around you? What about the people who are counting on you, who believe in you, who want you to win? You think you're not letting them down? You are. Every time you allow your fear to control you, every time you pull back from the fight, you're not just failing yourself. You're failing the people who love you, the people who need you. Your weakness is not just your own burden, it's theirs too. Your parents, your partner, your kids, your team. You think that by playing it small, by refusing to take risks, you're protecting them. You're not. You're robbing them of the example they need to see. You're showing them that it's okay to give up, to settle, to live a life of mediocrity. That's the legacy you're leaving behind. Let me put it another way. You are a living, breathing representation of the choices you make. And if you keep choosing comfort, if you keep choosing to play it safe, you are showing everyone around you that they should do the same. You're telling them that it's okay to live a life of regrets. You're telling them that it's fine to put off their dreams for another day, another year, another decade. How many people in your life are waiting for you to rise up? How many people are hoping you'll show them what it looks like to fight, to push through the pain, to become something more than they ever thought possible? They're waiting on you. But if you keep letting your weakness dictate your decisions, you're not just failing yourself. You're failing them. You're failing everyone who believes in you. Do you realize how many people never get a chance to live their dreams? Do you realize how many people die with their potential still locked up inside them, never having been unleashed? That's the most tragic thing in the world, to die with your potential still in you. And if you don't start changing right now, if you don't rise up and start fighting like your life depends on it, you're going to be one of those people. You're going to die with your dreams still trapped inside you. Let's make this even more real. How old are you? How many years have you already spent pretending like tomorrow will be different? How many more years are you willing to sacrifice to the god of procrastination? How many more years are you willing to let slip away, hoping that somehow, magically, things will change without you having to change? You don't get to keep waiting. You don't get to keep hiding behind your excuses. The world doesn't owe you anything. And if you keep avoiding the fight, if you keep letting your fear dictate your decisions, you are going to look back on your life one day, filled with nothing but regrets. You'll look back and wonder how the hell you let so much time pass without ever doing anything significant with your life. So ask yourself this: do you really want to die a slow death of mediocrity? Do you really want to be one of those people who fade into the background of life, unnoticed, unimportant, unlived? Or do you want to leave a legacy that shakes the world? A legacy of someone who fought and bled for their dreams, someone who refused to let weakness control their future? The choice is yours. But make no mistake, if you choose weakness, if you choose comfort, if you choose inaction, the consequence is this: you will die with your potential unfulfilled, and no one will remember you. Enough with the excuses. Enough with the pity party. Enough with pretending that you don't have what it takes. You've been broken, beaten, and battered. But now it's time to rise. It's time to stand up and take everything you've been given, everything you've earned, and force it into reality. This is where the weak fall and the strong ascend. And you're going to rise. This isn't some motivational pep talk about feeling good and making progress at your own pace. This is war. You're not here to simply try. You're here to win, and that starts now. That starts today. If you've been waiting for the right moment, for the perfect conditions, forget it. You don't need the perfect moment. You need action. You need to fight through the uncertainty, the fear, the discomfort, and make it happen. I don't care how many times you've been knocked down. I don't care how many people have doubted you. I don't care about the failures, the setbacks, the heartbreak. You're still breathing. And as long as you're breathing, you've got a shot at greatness. Here's the thing. The only way to truly lose is to quit. And you're not a quitter. Not anymore. You've just been asleep, you've been drifting, but now you wake up, you stand tall. You lock your eyes on the horizon, on your goals, and you move. You move with purpose. It's time to tap into that fire inside of you, the fire that's always been there, buried under the lies you've told yourself. The fire that's been smothered by comfort, by fear, by the false promises of tomorrow. Today is your day. Right now, you're taking the first step, and everything else that's held you back is going to burn away in the process. You've been holding back, waiting for permission to act. But here's the truth. You don't need permission. You don't need anyone's approval. The only thing you need is to decide, right here, right now, that you're done with being soft, that you're done with hiding behind fear and excuses, that you're ready to step into the fire and forge the person you were always meant to be. Your past doesn't define you. Your actions do. And right now, your actions can define your future. So, stop thinking about the past. Stop worrying about the mistakes, the failures, the things that didn't go your way. Those are all lessons. They are all tools in your arsenal. You're not a victim, you're a survivor. And now, you're a warrior. The road ahead, it's not going to be easy. There's no sugarcoating it. There are going to be days when you feel like you've been beaten down. There will be times when your body aches, your mind falters, and every part of you tells you to quit. But that's where the real growth happens. Growth happens in the pain. It happens when you push past your limits, when you dig into the discomfort, when you choose to rise even though every bone in your body tells you to stay down. That's the moment when you separate yourself from the rest. That's the moment when you stop being average and start becoming the force of nature you were always meant to be. I'm not asking you to be perfect. I'm not asking you to be flawless. I'm asking you to be relentless. I'm asking you to look at every single challenge, every single obstacle, and laugh in its face. Because nothing, and I mean nothing, can stand in the way of a person who's decided they're going to win. You've been too comfortable for too long, and that comfort is exactly what's been holding you back. But now you step into the discomfort with confidence. You embrace the struggle, the sweat, the grind, you turn it into your fuel. Do you think the greatest warriors in history became legends by sitting on their asses, waiting for things to get easier? Hell no. They fought. They bled. They pushed beyond what most people would even dare to try. And you're no different. This isn't about talent. This isn't about being born with a special gift. This is about the will to fight. This is about your commitment to getting up every single time you fall, to hitting harder every time you're knocked back. This is about pushing through when everyone else would quit, when they would walk away and accept defeat. This is about knowing that you are unstoppable if you choose to be. But here's the catch. You have to choose it. Right now. You have to decide with every fiber of your being that you're going to rise. That you're going to shed the old, weak version of yourself and step into the version of you that's been waiting to emerge. The warrior, the conqueror, the one who takes what they want without asking for permission. You want to leave a mark on this world? You want to do something that matters? Then you fight for it. You get up when you fall. You push forward when It's hard. You don't stop until you've obliterated every single one of your goals. That's the only option. This isn't some feel-good story where you win because you deserve it. You win because you fight for it. You win because you refuse to be weak. You win because you understand that there is no other option. So I ask you, what are you going to do now? Are you going to keep living in the shadows, hiding from your potential? Or are you going to rise up, look your fears in the face, and take what's yours? It's time. Time to stop pretending like you're not capable. Time to stop feeling sorry for yourself. Time to stop wishing things were different. Make them different. It's all on you. The rise, the fall, the fight, the victory, it's all yours. And when you make the decision to rise, when you choose to become the person you were always meant to be, that's when the world starts to take notice. That's when the obstacles start to crumble. That's when everything you've worked for begins to fall into place. You've spent too long in the shadows. The time has come for you to rise into the light, to step into your power, to stop being a spectator in your own life and start being the damn player. This is your war, and you're about to win. You've been warned. The lies have been exposed. The consequences of weakness have been laid out in front of you, and there's no going back. You can feel the weight of everything you've avoided, every choice you've delayed. But this is the moment that defines you. Right now you have one decision. One, will you let your excuses win? Will you let fear, doubt, and comfort control your fate? Or will you stand up, grab your future by the throat, and drag it into existence? This is your war. There are no more distractions, no more second chances. You've been given the tools, the truth, the path forward, and it's time to act. There is no more room for hesitation, no more waiting. The clock is ticking. The world doesn't care about your potential if you don't care enough to unleash it. Your dreams don't give a damn about your comfort. The fire burning inside of you doesn't care whether you feel ready or not. It only cares that you act. So here's the choice. Will you take action, or will you fade away like everyone else too afraid to fight? The reality is this. You can sit there, lost in your own delusions, pretending that life will just hand you success. But it won't. The world doesn't care if you're tired, if you're scared, if you're unsure. The world doesn't give a damn about your feelings. The only thing it respects is strength. It respects those who take control of their destiny. You've seen the consequences. You've felt the weight of your own excuses. Now let's get one thing straight. You don't have time to waste. You don't have the luxury of endless delays. You're not promised tomorrow. You're promised today, and today is your battlefield. You're going to step onto that field, full force, no backing down. Every single day, you will wake up with one purpose: to win. You've been given the truth. Now you either choose to move forward or fall into oblivion. There are no middle roads. There are no more someday plans. This is the fight for your life. You either rise and fight with everything you've got, or you remain buried under the weight of your own indecision. No one else is coming to save you. No one else can take that first step for you. You are your own hero. And heroes don't wait for someone else to push them into greatness. Heroes take their destiny into their own hands. So, take a moment. Look around you. What do you see? Do you see a life filled with missed opportunities, broken promises, and unfulfilled potential? Or do you see a future that's yet to be written, a future you will write with sweat, blood, and relentless determination? You are not the person you were yesterday. You are not defined by your failures, your doubts, or your past. You are the person who chooses to act. You are the person who gets up every time they're knocked down. You are the person who turns every setback into fuel and every failure into the building blocks of success. And when you make that choice, when you decide that you are done waiting, that's when the world bends to your will. So here's the final command. Do it now. Step into the fire. Embrace the fight. Tear down every excuse, every barrier, every shred of weakness. There is nothing standing in your way but the fear you've let control you for far too long. You've been given everything you need to succeed. The truth, the fire, the clarity. Now take action. There is no more hesitation. No more delay. This is your time. Take it. You are a warrior, and the world is waiting for you to unleash your power. The question is, are you ready to fight?